Well, good afternoon, my friends. We are at the slopes of the Kidron Valley. Kidron Valley is right there. You can see the walls of Jerusalem. Garden of Gethsemane. The place that Jesus was betrayed by Judas is in front of you here. And what we are going to do now? Let me show you. We will enter to one of the most beautiful places that built by the Crusaders, but it's actually from 5th century. It used to be a beautiful church and a grotto, and you can see the grotto, and that is where we believe Mary was buried. Now, before we will continue, because I'm getting a lot of comments back, she's not there. Jesus took her soul immediately after she fell asleep at Mount Zion, which is right there. And 3 days later, after they buried her, he took her body as well. Then the tomb that we are going to see is going to be empty. But before that, let's bless everyone who are watching that video, but especially Maria C. Vela. She's 82 years old and she's still dancing all over, and she is so nice to the people and she is so loved by the people themselves, and I already love her. Ciro, I think it's a present to your mother. Then Ciro from Texas actually asked me to buy the Latin cross, to bless it at the tomb of Mary, and then to send it home, and I was going to do that. If you want to have your own cross or Bible, enter to the description right there, look for Buy Me a Coffee link, and you will know exactly what to do. Before we will continue, let me show you a tomb of another important person, and this is the tomb of Majir. I lost his name now. He was a writer, and Adin, all right, Majir Adin. He was a very important writer at the Mamluk time, at the beginning of the 16th century. And as you can see, he was the grandson of the faithful Caliph Omar al-Khattab, which is very important. And he wrote a book. And in his book, in Majir al-Din, and he wrote a book. And in his book, he mentioned that when Muhammad came to here, he saw a light from the tomb of Mary, and we are going to visit that light. Now, if you're not Catholic, if you're, let's say, Protestant, you will look at me and say, Zahi, how do you know that Mary was buried there? The Bible didn't mention it. That is so correct. But the Catholic and the Orthodox churches are following so many traditions. One of them was written at the 2nd century. It's all about, it's the Proto-Evangelion of James. It's all about what's happened to Mary before and after. And the story of the after is in front of you. Sadly, the church that was above it was destroyed by the Muslims, but the Muslims didn't destroy the tomb of Mary, mainly because Maryam in Arabic, was so important for the Muslims. There are 2 chapters about Mary in the Quran, more than everything that we know about Mary in the Bible, in the New Testament. Then in that case, first of all, it's so hot today, then let me take my hat off. We are not entering to the church with a hat, but let me find a place to put it, because I'm losing my hat. Until I will find a solution for that, my friends, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, especially when I'm gonna celebrate my birthday soon, in about 2 weeks from now. I'm gonna be older. Guess what? I'm gonna be older, but younger in my spirit. Just like 82 years young years of my friend Maria. As you can see, I wrote it in Hebrew as well. Maria C. Vela. Then the story of it, let me talk about it in the shade, because it's hot It's around 90 degrees now, even a little bit more than 90 degrees Celsius, 34, 35 degrees, Fahrenheit, 34 degrees Celsius. Let's get used to that darkness. And look how beautiful it is. It is, isn't it? Then let's talk about it. You saw Garden of Gethsemane, and you know that it's the slopes of Mount of Olives. According to the prayer evangelion of James, Mary was walking at Mount of Olives when the angel came to her and said, Mary, you do have 3 days to live. She went to her house at Mount Zion, and 3 days later, Jesus took her soul. The disciples that were here went to the Kidron Valley, and that is an area of so many tombs, and buried Mary. For them, Mary was a human being. They didn't understand the concept of it. But Jesus took her body 3 days later, August 15, Assumption Day. And it's not so far away from it. Then at the 5th century, they already built a church here. That church that you see is only from the 12th century because it's been destroyed so many times. And remember, even that church has been destroyed. The church today belongs to Greek Orthodox and Armenian, and today it's the Armenian day. Tomorrow it's going to be today it's a Greek Orthodox day. Tomorrow it's going to be the Armenian day. Let me lower my pants a little bit because I didn't mean to be here, and it's so hot that I didn't. I need to respect that place. The 47 stairs leads us to the tomb, but on the way there are a few tombs that I want you to see. By the way, it's Pentecost week of the Orthodox churches. This is the chapel of 2 important people, the parents of Mary, Anna and Joachim. In Hebrew, it's Hannah and Joachim. Although we are Catholic, I know that you're outgoing and you're accepting everything, my dear Maria, and this is the tomb of Maria, then I can talk about everything, isn't it? Yes, I'm sure. The other side belongs to the Armenians, and now because it's not their day, you cannot see the light here, but this is an important tomb of Saint Joseph. Joseph and Maria, it's Joseph from Nazareth. Until 19th century, that place was, worshipped by every Christian. From the late 19th century, some of the Catholic believes that Mary was buried at Ephesus, Turkey. But everyone can adore that place. The people who will enter today to here are mostly Orthodox because of Pentecost. Why? and I couldn't talk there, but I think you saw in the video. Let me describe you what you saw. That was the empty sarcophagus, the empty tomb of Mary. And now we're climbing 47 stairs. Remember, the body is not there. The painting that you saw belongs to part of the Greek Orthodox, part of the Armenian, and they describe the Assumption, the falling asleep, and the Assumption moment of Blessed Mary. The energy there was strong. I was there for like 20 minutes. I couldn't move from that place. It's one of my beloved places. Usually there's no problem to take a video, but I have to accept the priest. I mean, he owns that place. I'm not. Wow, it was 42 stairs in the heat, but that was worth it. Guys, thank you very much for being with me. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Be part of my family in those horrible times in Israel. Love you from Jerusalem. Bye bye. Oh, thank you, Maria. Thank you, Ciro. I hope that you will enjoy that video. Bye bye.